Good morning, it's Alex here and I'm out here in Saigon, Vietnam, and today I've got an interesting video planned. We're going to be hanging out with my friend Matt, just chatting to him about life out here abroad in Vietnam. Got an interesting announcement here. I mentioned in the last video that we've got a new team member on the Ninja Teacher team. Do you want to introduce yourself and say hi to everyone?
Hello everyone, I'm Miranda and I am from Spokane, Washington in the United States. I'm excited to be part of the team, so any questions you have, send us an email and you'll be talking to me.
So we'll definitely be making a more detailed video, kind of sharing more of Miranda's story, and you'll get to know her. Got some trucks coming through here. So you'll definitely get to know her more throughout the videos coming up. But now let's go hang out and shoot a video with Matt. So actually it was really interesting. Last night, Vietnam just won a big soccer match and the whole streets of the city just were totally crazy with people going out on motorbikes with flags, Vietnam flags, just waving them around, going crazy. The noise was just insane. So you were out and you saw a bit of that, right?
Yeah, I finished my yoga class right after the game ended, so my Grab driver back, I was basically a part of the parade, and it was going until 1 or 2 a.m., so it was crazy.
So I'll splice in some footage of that right now and so you can check it out. What's up? How's it going? What's up, man?
Hi, how are you? Very good.
Nice to see you. Vlogception.
Hi, I'm Jonas.
Miranda.
Hi, Miranda, nice to meet you.
Big rig you got going on.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
Your apartment would be somewhere like District 3, right? So I think somewhere over there. So you just went to Kuala Lumpur this last weekend, right?
Yeah. Yesterday we came back. It was good, and then we were going there on Tuesday again. I think you've been there, right?
Yeah, I went there for about 5 days. I actually shot a video series there, which actually I really think was some of the best videos I made. Yeah, it's definitely something you should check out.
Yeah. Maybe you can make like this link that is appearing here.
Right. You got the right direction.
Yeah. We just did because we're trying to show us. So.
You could just sit on that.
Alex, where are you gonna sit?
Maybe here. So here we've got Jonas behind the camera, rocking the awesome Sony, what is it? The
A7S2.
Yeah, it's good.
Amazing camera, amazing.
Yeah.
It's really, I think one of the best compact cameras in the market right now.
Are you being paid for it?
It's like the big brother of this camera. Anyway, we're about to do a little interview here for Matt's channel, and then we'll do one for this channel here. Randy, you've got some darts up there next to you. So how does it feel to be in your first Ninja Teacher video?
Very technical, confusing, but also exciting. It's cool to see the behind the scenes of all the YouTube videos that I've seen for the past year or two now.
Actually, you were briefly in that other video that we did a while ago when we went for lunch. But your first video as an official team member. How are you doing?
I'm just hide myself in the camera.
Why don't you just start off by giving everyone just a quick background of where you're from?
Sure, I am from Poland. I've been traveling for the last 3 years, I would say continuously. So I'm not really there. I'm a lot of times here where you are in Saigon and all across Asia, and then in other countries as well.
Just have a quick breakdown of what it is that you're doing right now that allows you to live and travel in different countries.
I have a YouTube channel as well, just like you, so that we can share knowledge about entrepreneurship and traveling and how to merge those two things at the same time to inspire others to basically start their own business and travel all around the world, or at least do whatever the hell they want in life.
I remember 4 years ago, before I left for Asia to start teaching and then eventually work on my own business, it just felt like this thing where I would never actually think it was possible. I think it's something that's really cool, and that's also something I try to do with my YouTube channels. Inspire people to get out and see the world, whether that be through teaching English or entrepreneurship, as you talk about.
I haven't been always traveling or running a business just like you, so I had a very ordinary life, and the life was working for a corporation and studying at the university, and it was very boring and not adventurous at all, and it was not in line with what I really want to do. So I think that you had a similar feeling, and then a lot of people have this feeling that I kind of do all those things because I have to, because this is what society tells us to do, but I can see that there is those other guys who do more cooler things, and I feel deep inside that, and I think everyone does feel this deep inside them, that there is something that they really want to do. It's just that they don't know how to do it, and then they are scared.
And that is so true for what we do with teaching English and helping people get started teaching. Is people don't know how to do it, first of all, and that's why we make content about how to do it and what life is like out here once you get started teaching. And that also helps with not being as scared, because if you see that someone else has done it before you, and you can get a sense of how the process goes to get from point A to point B, then that allows you to feel like it's possible. For me too, travel is a big passion, and living abroad, experiencing new cultures. So now you've been in Saigon, Vietnam on and off a few times now. So what do you like about this city, and what's kept you coming back here?
So the reason why I came here initially was because I enjoyed low prices. I enjoyed this craziness, this entrepreneurial spirit, this developing country, this all fun that it has all around here, and it kept me coming here. But now that I am traveling more and more, I sometimes feel like Saigon is getting a little bit too crazy and unorganized for me. So once the business takes off a little bit more, I start valuing things such as stability, silence. For the last 3 years, I used to love Saigon like crazy, but now I'm like, hey, I sometimes would rather to have more stability.
Our English teachers that come out here and teach here,
It's the best place, I think.
I think it's one of the best places, yeah. But I would say most people stay a year or maybe 2 years, but they typically don't stay long term. I would say at least 80% don't. There's definitely the 20-30% that sticks around for long term. What would you say as a last piece of advice to someone who's sitting at home, they want to come out to travel, live a different type of lifestyle, whether it be entrepreneurial or teaching English, or teaching English and then starting to get into business, as we've chatted about before, is also something cool to do. What would you say to them when they're just not sure if it's something they want to do or not?
So first thing, you want to know what you want to do. So if they don't know whether they want to go towards this path, then I would not say you should do it, because why would you do something if you're not sure about that? But if they think that, hey, I want to travel the world and do something, and something such as business, create something, or maybe teach English in another country, then what they need is those two factors that we were discussing before, which is to feel encouraged and get more of a self-confidence to do so. And the second thing is they need to have a good know-how on how to do that. Now it depends on what specifically they want to do, but for example, if they want to become English teachers in another country, they should definitely follow channels such as yours. And I am not doing this to promote it, but this is what I really think, because you, first of all, you can give them encouragement. You can really encourage them and show them that this is possible. Like, hey guys, this is me, this is how I came here, this is what you have to struggle with, and this is the way to encourage them to actually do that. And then secondly, you can give them very specific hands-on knowledge on what to do, or they can just contact you and say, hey Alex, what do I do? And then you can tell them, hey, you need to probably get this and this certification, you can have to come to this in the city, you can work there and there. So they need to find people who already made it, who are already there. If they want to become entrepreneurs, they can, for example, contact people like me, but not necessarily I'm saying this to promote myself, but you know, they can follow YouTube channels that are about entrepreneurship and traveling, to follow people who already made it as well, so that they can get encouraged to travel, so they can see that yes, this is possible, this is not like something crazy, and they can also get hands-on tips and experience on, hey, what do I do specifically in my situation? Just let me know. And then usually people who are creating a lot of content, they are doing this to help others, so they are very happy to give them a piece of advice. So I think those are the two things they should do.
So this is how you cross the street here. Okay. Okay, so it's rush hour traffic now, kind of crazy. You can see there's just tons of motorbikes, and when you're crossing the road, you just have to walk over. We're going out to get some food now. So Jonas and I are in an Uber going to get some food, and Matt's taking the motorbike, so we're gonna meet him there. So we just got here to an Indian restaurant here with the crew, and we're actually gonna meet up with some more YouTubers we haven't met before. Nice to meet you guys. Yeah, pretty good. Cheers, Matt. You want us to
Oh, you got the stuff too?
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, good meeting you. See you next time. See you next time. Okay, so just heading home now, and that was a fun day. It's really nice to sit down and record. I just thought it would be a nice format to really sit down with people and talk in a way that we can really get into some detail. These videos on YouTube, they kind of are normally more fast-paced, but I do like to kind of sit down and get deep with people. And then of course, go ahead and check out the video we filmed for Matt's channel. It's an interview where he interviewed me a little bit more about teaching English and entrepreneurship in Asia, so that's really cool. As you saw, Jonas has got some awesome equipment, so they are really putting together a good video, I think. So go check that out on their channel, show them some love, and I'll definitely be speaking to you soon with more videos about life in Asia. So I'll chat to you then. Peace.